So, in conclusion, we would like to keep Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. However, we want co-financing of the film, and we would like to raise our box office take from 5% to 50%. Haha! So, what do you say, Sony? Let's make a deal!
You serious?
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Your friendly neighborhood ELT is here, and this is just a follow-up video to the video I made last week on August 20th, 2019. What a crazy day that was, because it was being reported that Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man will no longer appear in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and boy, when that news got out, everybody just went completely crazy. You had Sony Spider-Man fans that were laughing. You had MCU stans that were crying. You had clowns that were, well, being clowns. Avi Arad was spotted running around Disneyland shirtless, screaming, "We are Venom." I may or may not have just made that up. But the internet was pretty much in complete pandemonium as more and more details started coming out. Sony wanted to keep the same deal that they already had established. Disney wanted 50%, Sony countered with a 70-30% deal, and pretty much all the fallout just happened. A lot of the details keep on changing every single day, but pretty much at this point, I think a lot of people get the gist of what's going on here. I have a poll up on the community section of my channel page, and at the time of the recording of this video, I asked, who do you blame for the fallout? And over 55% of you blame Disney, and I'm just going to have to agree right there. I do believe that Disney went in there asking Sony for way too much, and I'm actually proud of Sony in a way that they actually didn't cave in and give Mickey Mouse more money, because that mouse doesn't need any more money. He has plenty of money. Also, if what Stan Lee's daughter is saying about Disney is true, then shame on you, Disney, for mistreating Stan Lee. That's, pretty pathetic of you guys if that is true what she is saying. So basically, after a few days of confusion and rumors and all these details that got leaked or proven to be true or proven not to be true, we finally got some official confirmation that yes indeed, Spider-Man will no longer appear in the Marvel Cinematic Universe for the foreseeable future. Now that could change down the line. However, as of right now, August 26, 2019, Spider-Man is no longer a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and you may be wondering who confirmed these details. Was it a news website like TMZ or something? No, it wasn't them. Was it a journalist, and I use air quotes around the word journalist? No. Who confirmed it? Well, it came from head of Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige, and Tom Holland himself. So, pretty much when those two say that Spider-Man's out of the MCU, it pretty much means that Spider-Man is out of the MCU. If you haven't seen that clip, check it out.
I'm feeling about Spider-Man gratitude and joy.
Basically, we've made 5 great movies. It's been 5 amazing years. I've had the time of my life. Who knows what the future holds? But all I know is that I'm going to continue playing Spider-Man and having the time of my life. And it's going to be so fun. However we choose to do it, and the future for Spider-Man will be different, but it will be equally as awesome and amazing, and we'll find new ways to make it even cooler somehow.
We got to make 5 films within the MCU with Spider-Man, and 2 standalone films and 3 with the Avengers. It was a dream that I never thought would happen. It was never meant to last forever. We knew there was a finite amount of time that we'd be able to do this. And we told the story we wanted to tell, and I'll always be thankful for that.
So there you have it, official confirmation that Spider-Man will no longer appear in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. However, as of right now, Tom Holland will continue to play the character. However, it's not going to be under the Marvel Disney Cinematic Universe umbrella. Instead, it will be under the Sony Pictures umbrella. Maybe they'll bring Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man into the Venomverse. There's just so much possibilities they could do with Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man, and that's why, like I said in the last video, I am cautiously optimistic about this. If Sony plays their cards right, which they better, I think they've learned from their mistakes. If you look at the difference between The Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, you can clearly tell that maybe Sony has learned their lesson, and they'll just let the writers and directors do what they want to do, and very less studio interference. I think that they could do really good with Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man. They could make him interact with a lot more Spider-Man characters, which was something that was absolutely lacking in the Disney Tom Holland Spider-Man version. We got Vulture, we got Shocker, we got Mysterio, but they could just do so much more under Sony. We could get Venom, like I said. We could see Carnage. We could see Black Cat. We could see Kraven the Hunter. We could see Morbius. All those plans that Sony was having for Spider-Man spin-off movies, we can now have Tom Holland a part of those, and that makes my interest in those movies go way up. One of the criticisms that I had, and a lot of Spider-Man fans had, about Tom Holland's version of the character is that he kind of felt more like a sidekick. He kind of felt like Robin, if that makes sense. If you know Batman and Robin was kind of like the sidekick to Batman, Bruce Wayne the billionaire, and now we have Tony Stark the billionaire with his sidekick Spider-Man, and Spider-Man isn't really a sidekick. Spider-Man is his own superhero. Spider-Man, in the comics, he has worked with the Avengers and the Fantastic Four before. However, he's more of a solo character. If you really know the character's history, he doesn't really work well in teams that much. He's more of his own guy. He does his own thing, and Sony could really use that to their advantage. They can make some really great movies. We could see stuff that we haven't seen before. Like I mentioned, Black Cat, Kraven the Hunter, Morbius. Endless possibilities they could do now with Tom Holland's version of the character, while sticking to a similar Marvel Cinematic Universe formula. However, instead of it being a Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's more of a Spider-Man Cinematic Universe, or a Spider-Verse. They could even bring Tom Holland into the Spider-Verse sequel. We could see an animated version of Tom Holland and Into the Spider-Verse interact with Peter, Benjamin Parker, and Miles Morales, and Spider-Gwen. That could be pretty cool. The possibilities are endless, and if I'm going to be honest, I'm really looking forward to this, and I am even more excited about the future of Spider-Man than I was previously. So that pretty much does it for this quick little video that I just wanted to put out there as a follow-up to the video I made last week. What are your guys' thoughts on this whole entire situation? Are you excited like I am for the future of Spider-Man, or are you maybe worried? Do you wish that he was still a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Do you wish that Sony and Marvel or Disney would come to a deal? Do you think that they will ever come to a deal somewhere down the line? That is possible. They could always bring him back because he already has been established into this universe. Let me know all that in the comments section down below. And until next time, this is your friendly neighborhood ELT signing out. Oh boy, am I looking forward to Spider-Man 3 Home Alone Lost in New York, coming Christmas 2021.
But that's not all, folks. Here's the real blockbuster. Brace yourselves, you might want to sit down.
Please click the big red button to subscribe to the channel, and then click on the bell to turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. It really helps me out when you do that, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, if you want to go the extra mile, you can join the ELT Network, and for just $5 a month, get access to exclusive loyalty badges that can be seen in comments and live chat, custom emojis, and exclusive videos and/or live streams. Or if you prefer something more physical, you can pick up some merch ranging from shirts to hoodies to mugs. You can also follow me on social media, but I must warn you, things get pretty crazy over there. All these links and more can be found in the description of the video.